Hey guys, we're in week 4 of 20 for 20. All right, this week, let's actually have some fun. Last week we addressed expectations and I kind of lied to you and said it was gonna be lighthearted, and it totally wasn't. So this week, for the love, enjoy each other. That's what we're talking about. Well, guys, marriage is this partnership, right? It's something that we, for some reason, we said, I do, you do, I do, and we agreed to really spend our lives loving each other, but sometimes we forget to actually enjoy our lives together. And every marriage is so unique, and so things that I enjoy doing and Tim and I love to do aren't necessarily what you and your spouse are gonna wanna do. But I think if we look at all successful couples, and by successful I mean thriving, they actually like each other still after 20, 30 years, the common thread is they really enjoy doing life together. The everyday, mundane things that bog us down, they like to sit hand in hand and just be together. They really love each other. And you know, it's finding those little things that are unique and special about your spouse and connecting with them on those things. Well, I do think that there's a key component in what we all long for though, and that's connection. We want to connect with that person that we chose for life, right? So connecting, one way we do that is just by being together and enjoying each other and fostering a really great relationship. Well, a couple weeks ago we were on vacation and all of our kids were kind of sitting around playing card games, doing things, and I was scrolling through Facebook and there was this really silly test that was on there, and it said, ask your kids these 20 questions and see how they respond. And one of the questions was, what's favorite food? And they all replied. And then it got to this one question, it was this. If you as a mom could spend a day with one person, who would that be? And they all unanimously yelled, Dad! And they did it in a really excited way, and I thought, that's kind of cool. And then the next question was, what makes you smile? And again, they all replied, Dad! And I thought, wow, my kids, I'm modeling somehow, I don't know how we're here, but it's exciting that my kids know that their dad makes me super happy and I love being with him. And it's not that I don't love being with my kids, because dang, I do. They're pretty cool kids. But I really love cultivating that personal relationship between Tim and I, because we're gonna be the ones left standing at the end of the day when all these little kids move out and move away from us. So I think there's 5 really cool ways that we can enjoy each other. And this is them. First off, play together. Play is not just for little kids in a sandbox. It's for us big, grown-up, mature people too. So what are those things that your spouse really loves to do, like dirt bikes, video games, baking, pottery, whatever they are? Do them. Not all the time with them, but maybe engage in some of those activities that they love to do simply because you love them and want to be with them. Or just do new things, exciting new things. A couple years ago, Tim asked me, hey babe, let's go kayaking this weekend. And I thought, I am so out of shape. This is gonna go down really bad. And it didn't. It is actually one of our most favorite things to do now, because we're out on the lake and we can connect and laugh and really laugh about how out of shape I am. And it's really a great time, and it's something I never thought we would do together, but it's one of our favorite things. The next thing is laugh, and laugh a lot. I think we really underestimate in our marriage the power of laughter. So Tim works a lot of nights away from home, and he'll do stretches where he's gone 5-6 days, and I don't see him. So the time on the phone that we have together in the evenings after he wakes up is really valuable. And one thing I love to do is, we have super funny kids. I don't know how we won the lottery there, but they're funny. And so I love to tell Tim all the silly, quirky things they did, and we giggle together and we laugh. The other thing is, when we go on dates, we're people watchers. So we kind of so do you think they've been married, is this their first date? Is this they've been married 40 years? We love to make up stories. It's just something that we could connect and giggle about. Silly, I know, but it's fun. Laugh. The next thing is touch each other. I don't mean sexual touch, walking around groping each other. That's not what I'm talking about. But if you're at dinner with your spouse, with other couples, reach over and rub their back. Reach under the table, squeeze their leg, just to connect and say, hey, I'm here. You and I are. It's still just us. We're connecting. It's important. Non-sexual touch is so valuable in marriage. Just a quick kiss on the forehead from Tim makes me so happy. The next thing, okay, food. We all eat food. Cook it together. Just cook, be playful, and cook it together. And then lastly, I know this one's hard for some people, but travel. I know if you have tiny babies, you're like, Nicole, for real, how are we gonna go and travel? But I don't mean like travel Europe, that kind of thing. That's something you could dream about later when you're retired. Actually dream about it. It's pretty fun. Plan it out, even if you never get to do it, but plan it. But like an overnight date where you can not worry about little tiny people coming and crawling in bed with you, but really connect and not have to worry about work and groceries and all those things that bog you down. Get away together and do life separate from home. And do it like once a year at least, at a minimum once a year. And if you don't have a plan right now for getting away, I want you to sit down and make a plan for your spouse and say, babe, how do we get away? I want to get away for one night. And then in the next 5 years, I want you to plan like a 3 to 4 night getaway. I know, this is tough, but I do it. Really do it, because it'll give you something to look forward to and really be excited about. All right, guys, we know that marriage is a culmination of a bunch of little tiny things that add up to a bunch of big things, right? So I don't think the word we've grown apart really means we've actually grown apart. It just means we've stopped enjoying meaningful life together. So today, start enjoying meaningful life together and do things that make each other happy.